This here's the Yukon Trail, another exciting product from MEC.
July 1897. The United States was in the throes of a depression. Times were tough, and people were beginning to lose hope. Then, from out of the north, came astonishing news. Gold.
Hang on.
And the rush was on.
Okay, there we go.
Across the United States and indeed the world, tens of thousands of people caught gold fever and set out for the remote Yukon area of northwest Canada. For all who took part, it would be the adventure of a lifetime.
Yep, I've been prospecting all my life, and I never seen nothing like it. The rivers are full of gold. But if you want to strike it rich, you better hurry. Claims are being...
Hey, Lapcat, welcome back.
Greased lightning.
Hot off the presses. Read all about it.
Just booting up an old classic. Alright. Just for consistency's sake. August 23rd, 1897, arrived at Seattle. Okay. Boy. Sensitivity of this.
Howdy, stranger. You'll be needing a ticket to board any of these ships to Alaska. If I were you, I'd book first-class passage to Dai.
Dai? Never heard of it. Where is it?
Why, Dai is the gateway to the Klondike. It sits on the southern coast of Alaska Territory. Prettiest little town you ever did see. From there, it's an easy hike and boat ride to Dawson City and Gold Country.
Yeah, it's 1994. That's when this game was made. This is actually this is made by the same people who made the Oregon Trail. And it's actually the sequel to the Oregon Trail. But they decided to go more of a cartoonish sort of route, I guess you could say. Okay, tell me more about the trip from Dai to Dawson City.
From Dai, you take the scenic Chilkoot Trail, the shortest route over the coastal mountains. On the other side, you'll launch a boat from Lake LaBerge and float down the Yukon River straight into Dawson. From Dai, you take the...
Oh, she says the exact same thing. Can I buy supplies in Dai?
Of course. I recommend it highly. There's no sense lugging everything from Seattle on up to Alaska.
Okay, some information.
My pleasure. Remember, Dai is the place to be.
What are my other choices?
Well, you could go to Skagway, which is just a stone's throw from Dai, but that town's nothing but a hangout for hooligans and con artists.
Okay, we're gonna buy a
There's
ticket.
a ticket office just up the street. Just tell the clerk that you want to go to Dai.
Okay.
Hello, friend. I'll bet you're a stampeder. The best way to start your journey is to board a ship to Skagway.
Skagway, where's that?
Skagway is the premier port in southern Alaska. It's the best jumping off point to the Yukon gold fields. From there, it's an easy hike and boat ride to Dawson City.
Okay.
From Skagway, you take the White Pass Trail through the mountains. It's not the shortest route, but it's the easiest. Once you're through the mountains, you just take a boat from Lake LaBerge down the Yukon River to Dawson.
Not gonna lie, I actually wasn't quite listening to what she said.
Needs of stampeders such as yourself. You can buy whatever you need at very reasonable prices.
Okay. This is a genetic concern.
You're welcome. Remember, Skagway is the best way.
One of my other choices.
Your only other choice is Dai, but that's just a backward little outpost with nothing going for it. Skagway is where the action is.
What did she say again?
Time's a wasting. Why, Dai is the gate. From Dai, you
Take
take the
this,
scenic
yeah.
Chilkoot Trail, the shortest route over the coastal mountains. On the other side, you'll launch a boat from Lake LaBerge and float down the Yukon River straight into Dawson. My pleasure.
Okay, so I'll need to go
What are
boating.
you waiting for?
So,
Skagway is the premier port in southern. From Skagway, you take the
oh,
right.
well, both ways there have a boat, okay.
You're welcome.
Also, I didn't notice that they say something a bit different until just now.
Shop now or be sorry later. Get all your Klondike supplies at Pioneer Outfitters.
Sorry later. Yeah, you're from up north, all right. Where is the Pioneer Outfitters?
It's on the main street downtown. You can't miss it. We're open until 9 o'clock tonight. Don't get excited and rush away unprepared. You're going to a country where grub is more valuable than gold and frequently can't be bought for any price. We can fit you out quicker and better than any store in or out of the Klondike.
Okay. Go to downtown Seattle. And there's the Pioneer Outfitters.
Hello there. You must be another one of those stampeders.
Yeah, the gold rushers. Why do you suppose there are so many folks headed to Klondike? Or headed to the Klondike?
In case you haven't noticed, the whole U.S. economy has been in a depression for some time now. People have hardly any money, and what little they do have, they've been squirreling away.
Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, we're kind of on the brink of, you know? We're kind of on the brink of imploding on ourselves, you know?
That plus the prospect of adventure. Nobody's stopping to think that they don't know anything about gold mining, or that they're leaving their jobs and families behind. Everybody's got visions, or delusions, of striking it rich. It's been mass hysteria ever since news about the Klondike hit town. It seems like most every Seattle resident has the fever. Folks are leaving town as fast as they can.
Like who, for example?
We've got nobody to run the streetcars. I haven't seen a policeman in days. The newspaper's losing its reporters. Even the mayor up and quit.
Dang.
Seems like the only people left in Seattle are the shopkeepers who are selling outfits to stampeders.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it, right? If I recall correctly, this is the mayor.
Welcome to Seattle.
Who are you?
My name is Clarence Berry. My wife and I have just returned from the Yukon with more than $100,000 in gold.
Yeah, 100,000, that's, Here's what, 1890s? It's in the 1890s? That's a freaking lot of money. That's fantastic. How did you do it?
We just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Very vague. What do you mean?
I was in the bar up in
Whoa.
4 Mile. One day an
That was
Austrian by
weird.
the name of Anton Stander came in. Stander said he'd found a good claim, but he was flat broke and needed supplies.
So what did you do?
I gave him some money and half of a claim of my own in exchange for half of his claim. In just one winter of hard work, I took $140,000 in gold out of that claim.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The Yukon, do you have any advice?
Well, I suppose there's two things you should know. First off, when we left Dawson, there was hardly any food up there. If I were you, I'd plan on hauling in an outfit that would last you at least a year.
What's the other thing I should know?
You must expect to be disappointed. You may prospect for years and never find a paying claim. Then again, you just may be lucky enough to strike it rich.
How should I buy my outfit? 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100 Here in Seattle, should I wait?
If I were you, I'd buy it in Seattle. Things are cheaper here, plus you never know what you'll be able to find up north.
That's a bit of it.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Hello, it's nice to make your acquaintance.
Who are you?
I'm Ethel Berry, Clarence's wife. Thanks to our luck in the Yukon, we are probably the two wealthiest people in Seattle.
What are you gonna do with all that money?
The first thing we're going to do is buy me a diamond wedding ring. We were very poor when we married. We had money for a trip to Alaska or a wedding ring, but not both. Luckily, we decided to go to Alaska.
How romantic. What else do you plan to do?
Well, before we struck it rich, Clarence worked for long hours and short pay on a fruit farm in Fresno, California. I think we might go back and buy that farm.
Head to the Yukon. Do you have any
I would
advice?
say the most important thing is to find yourself a good partner. I don't think either Clarence or I could have made it alone.
Mm-hmm. Alright. There's the ticket office, and then these are our 4 options that we can choose from.
Howdy, stranger. Folks call me Sadie. You look like you could use a partner. One who knows a thing or two about gold mining.
Why should I choose you?
Are you kidding? I'm the best gall-darn gold miner in the world. I struck it rich a few years back in Colorado. Run into some bad luck, though. Lost it all in a poker game. That's why I'm heading up to the Klondike.
Tell me more about yourself.
Getting to the Klondike is easy, but you'll be needing my help to find the gold. I'm willing to split our expenses and our gold, right down the middle. I got $500 cash to throw in with your stash.
Okay, let me speak. It's not bad.
Hello. My name is difficult for outsiders to pronounce. You may call me Linda. I was born and raised in the area where you want to go. I can lead you to the place where gold can be found.
Why should I pick you?
You must get to the gold fields as quickly as possible. I can carry more supplies and cover more ground than outsiders.
Tell me more about yourself.
A miner who struck it rich hired me to help carry his gold from the Yukon back to the outside. I was paid $500. Now I would like to go back and find some gold myself.
Like the top. Okay, 500, 500. And better at going on trails. Better at finding gold. Oh, and carrying stuff. That was her. So.
How do? The name's Jake. If you're
I remember you.
I'm your man. I'm a master carpenter, and I'm itching to go get me a big pile of gold.
Carpenter, yeah.
Once we get to the Yukon, we might need to build all sorts of things. A cabin, mining equipment, a boat. Building stuff is my specialty.
Tell me more about yourself.
I've got $500 to buy supplies and such. We can split everything 50-50. I'm also strong as an ox. I can haul as much gear as 2 normal men.
I don't remember them all having the same amount of money.
How do you do? My name is Midas T. Golden. Might you be seeking a partner?
I should begin.
I am a well-to-do businessman, and I am willing to share my money with you.
Tell me more about yourself.
It takes money to make money. With my bankroll, we'll be able to buy whatever we need. And we will most certainly strike it rich.
I seem to recall that Yeah, he had more money than Jake. I mean, it's possible he does, but I'm just kind of like the. See, Jake's the carpenter. That's very important. She can carry a whole lot more. She can find gold better. That's kind of the goal. That's kind of the goal, right? Goal. Well, I do remember growing up, we did go with Jake, or we did go with Midas. So.
Still looking for a partner? Like I said before, I'm your man. You couldn't do better than to throw in with a carpenter like me.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. Here, I'll let you hold
Probably
the
for old
podcast.
time's sake, but.
Why don't you go get us some tickets?
Okay, yeah.
Step right up. You look like you're ready to get some tickets.
See, Skagway is. The road to Skagway is easier. But Dai. Well, I think you can go back and forth between the two. Yeah. If I recall correctly, you can go. Yeah, you can go back and forth between the two. Let's get. Dai is harder, or it's shorter. It's shorter, but it's harder, whereas Skagway is longer but easier, if I recall correctly. I'll go for that.
Which ship would you like? The Alki costs $40 per person. The Rosalie is $30, and the Willamette is $20.
Middle, I guess.
Certainly, that will be $60 for you and your partner. Have a safe journey.
Thanks. Alright, now I gotta go get some supplies.
Hello there. Is there something I can do for you?
Get some supplies for a trip to the Yukon.
Of course. What would you like?
Just an outfit.
Yes, an outfit has everything that you and your partner will need. It has cooking supplies, mining supplies, cold weather clothing, a sled, and a supply of food.
Okay.
There's a hatchet, a hammer and nails, some rope. There are mining supplies, of course, a gold pan, 2 shovels, a pick, and there's a sled for hauling everything over the trail.
How about the clothing?
There's heavy underwear, wool socks, 6 pairs of mittens, 2 pairs of shoes and boots, not to mention a tent and some warm blankets. You've got your basics: flour and yeast for making bread, cornmeal, oatmeal, rice, beans, bacon, sugar, salt. There's dried fruits and vegetables, so they're not so heavy to haul over the mountains. And there's plenty of coffee and tea.
That sounds good.
So would you like to buy an outfit?
Yes.
You have 3 choices. The outfit with 800 pounds of food costs $320. The one with 1,600 pounds is $370. And the one with 2,400 pounds is $420.
Go for middle, I guess.
Certainly. Anything else? It's for hauling supplies. You do get 1 sled when you buy an outfit, but since you have a partner, it's a good idea for each of you to have a sled. It costs $40.
Okay.
Certainly. Anything else? It's a big saw. It takes 2 people to operate. You and your partner can use it to saw a tree trunk into boards. It costs $8. Certainly. Anything else?
Okay. Also, I just noticed it's a bit off. It's like this time period was made for, or rather, the Windows 90, the 90s Windows era was made for this kind of time period. Just the saloon-ish sort of music, you know. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm back.
Good day to you. Heading to the Yukon? I have some things for sale that will be of great interest to you.
What do you have?
I'm selling some items that you will find very useful or valuable up in the Yukon. Today I have a crate of eggs and I have a pair of gold-sniffing gophers.
Indeed.
Folks up in the gold country have plenty of beans and flour and so on, but they're starving for some good fresh eggs. I'll sell you this crate for only $10. I'm sure you can resell them for at least 5 times that amount.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
So, would you like to get the eggs?
Okay.
Thank you. Now, are you interested in my other item?
What about the gophers?
Normally, it takes weeks of back-breaking work to dig down to where the gold might be, and you never know if you're digging in the right place.
So how can the gophers help?
These are specially trained gophers. They have a nose for gold. All you have to do is set them loose, and they'll start digging directly above any spot where gold is buried. Guaranteed. They only cost $10.
It sounds too good to be true. But if it is true, it would save us a lot of work.
So, would you like to get the gophers?
No thanks, I smell a rat. Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
Thanks anyway. Well, that's all I have to offer.
Are you ready to depart now?
Yep.
2 on the Rosalie, I see. Your ship is due back from Alaska any day now. I expect you'll be able to depart in about a week.
No what? I did think about getting him just to be just because I don't think I've done that before. Yeah, then you got these interesting like loading screens. Each passing southbound ship has news or rumor from the goldfields. There is a report that both the Chilkoot and White Pass trails are clogged by a mighty multitude of stampeders. Carts, pack horses, dog trains, and men are said to be mired in mass confusion.
This is one nasty storm. I hope the ship holds up.
Totem poles. Remarkable totem poles are visible along the southeast coast of Alaska. They are made by Haida and Tlingit carvers. Contrary to popular belief, the totem poles are not religious icons, but serve as symbols of significant people, events, and beliefs. Really? Yeah, you can go between, oh shoot.
Our ship hit that iceberg. It sounds like we're taking on water in the cargo area. Some of the stuff down there is bound to get soaked.
Ah, frick. I think that's part of why you shouldn't actually take a lot of stuff with you. Like at first. Lynn Canal is the entrance to both Dyea and Skagway. The first leg of the journey is at an end. Word has it that uploading supplies from the ship will be a nightmare. For one thing, everyone's supplies are mixed together in the cargo area. Then waiting in Skagway and Dyea are men, pirates really, who are trying to collect huge fees for ferrying your supplies to shore. Indeed.
So, this is Skagway.
Yeah, I remember this town has kind of a sort of a sinister sort of like tone to it. I remember this guy.
Huh.
Another stampeder.
What do you want?
Who are you?
I'm called William Moore. I set up this town back in 1888 to take advantage of the White Pass Trail. Now all these newcomers are taking over. I've been looking for gold all my life. Been to California, Peru, you name it. Struck it rich more than once. My sons were up here looking for gold in the Yukon.
Did they find any?
Not exactly. But they told me about a rumor of a hidden mountain pass into the Yukon. I came up to see for myself. I had a hunch that there would be a big strike, and I figured I could build a railroad through the pass.
Tell me about the White Pass Trail.
You're looking at maybe the first white man to cross it. Back in 1887, an Indian, name of Skookum Jim, and I surveyed the whole trail. I named it after Sir Thomas White, the Canadian Minister of the Interior.
Ah. Tell me more about Skagway.
Well, it's named for an Indian word that means the home of the north wind. I've never seen a more beautiful place in all my life. I set up a trading post here in '88 and just been waiting for the gold rush to begin.
Jim is pretty happy now.
As a matter of fact, I ain't a bit happy. These stampeders just came in and acted like they owned the place. The worst of the lot is that scoundrel Soapy Smith. They even told me I gotta move my house to make way for a road.
What are you gonna do?
I'll go to court to prove that this land is mine. Meantime, I still got a plan to strike it rich. I'm building a pier. Everybody'll have to pay me to use it.
You see. Yeah, maybe.
If I were you, I'd get up there as fast as you can. There was already a bunch of sourdoughs in the Klondike when the gold was discovered, and there's thousands of stampeders on their way now.
Bye.
Hello, friend. Can I interest you in a simple game of Find the Nugget?
Ah, yes.
I've got 3 cups and 1 gold nugget. See? I put the nugget under one of the cups, then I move the cups around. When I stop, you tell me which cup is hiding the nugget. I'm willing to bet you can't do it. If you guess right, you win the bet. Would you like to give it a try?
Yeah, sure, why not?
That's the spirit. How much would you like to bet?
$1.
Good enough. Let me know when you're ready. Right you are, friend. You win. Here's your $1. Would you like to try it again? $5 it is. Let me know when you're ready.
The middle one again? What?
Nah, I'm afraid you missed it this time. Would you like to try again?
No.
Hello. I suppose you're looking for someone to haul your supplies. Sorry, I can't help you.
Who are you?
I'm Harriet Pullen. I arrived in Skagway a short time ago with $7 to my name. Now I'm making a good living by hauling supplies over the White Pass Trail.
Oh, why don't people just haul their own supplies?
Well, some folks do, but it's awfully hard work. If you have the money, it's much easier to hire someone like me with a team of horses.
I like to hurry.
You'll have to wait. I'm booked for at least a month. By that time, I really don't know if the trail will be passable or not. I'm afraid that may be your only choice. I've decided to seek my fortune here in Skagway. If you're going to the Yukon, about all I can say is good luck.
Fair enough. Photo studio.
Good day. Welcome to the Skagway Photograph Studio. We have pictures from all along the Yukon Trail. Feel free to look around.
Yes. White Pass, also known as the Dead Horse Trail. Fifth Avenue Hotel guests out for a drive. Real photos. Landing of Yukoners on Dyea Flats. Mass Street in Dyea. Dyea. High tide at Skagway. Oh, wow. Chilkoot packers and oxen on the Chilkoot Trail. Skagway, Alaska. Slogging through sheep camp. Camp at the foot of the summit, White Pass Trail. General store, Dyea. Stampeders with tons of supplies on the shores of Dyea. Hackers climbing the golden stairs on the Chilkoot Trail. Challenging sections of the Chilkoot Trail. Chilkoot Trail blocked by fallen horse. Okay.
Hello, friend.
Ah,
You look
yes.
Like a real sharpshooter. How would you like to try your hand at a little game of skill?
How do you play?
I've put some targets on conveyor belts. When I set the belts to moving, you shoot as many targets as you can.
What else do I need to know?
You get 25 bullets. You get 25 points for hitting a plate, 50 points for a big bottle, and 100 points for a small bottle. You need exactly 1,000 points to win. You get a mere $5, a drop in the bucket for a well-to-do stampeder such as yourself.
Show me what the targets look like. Yeah, I remember this all right. See? What can I win?
If you get exactly 1,000 points, I will tell you where to find the best gold mining spot in the Yukon.
If you know where the gold is, why don't you just go get it yourself?
I'll be honest with you. Gold mining is back-breaking work. It's a lot easier to sit here and collect $5 apiece from hundreds of stampeders like you. This arcade is my gold mine.
How many other people have won this valuable information?
Not a single one, and that's the truth. I purposely made it very difficult to win this game. But it's not impossible, and if you do win, you will be richly rewarded.
Now, in my experience, actually following her advice, like, you don't really get that much money in the end, I think. If I recall correctly. But, just so you can see it. Or just so I can play, you know? Yes, I want to play.
Good. That will be $5, please. You can start shooting as soon as I set the targets to moving. And if you get exactly 1,000 points, I'll tell you the best place to dig for gold.
Okay. Strike. Oh, this is more challenging than I thought. Wow. This is a lot harder than I remember.
No, you didn't win that time, but I think you're starting to get the hang of it. Would you like to try again?
Yeah. Soapy Saloon, eh? Hey, there's One-Eyed Jack.
Welcome to Skagway, my friend. If there's anything you need, you just come to me.
Who are you?
I'm Jefferson Randolph Smith, but my friends call me Soapy.
Ah. How did you get the name Soapy?
It's a name that was generously given to me by some grateful gold miners in Colorado. I gave away hundreds of bars of soap to some folks who could really use it, if you know what I mean.
I found the name there. I was cheating.
What? This is an outrage. I shall find the scoundrel who cheated you and see to it that your money is returned. Wait right here.
I don't remember that happening at all. Huh.
Hello, friend.
Who are you?
I'm an adventurer. I travel the world in search of excitement.
What brings you to Skagway?
Yeah, the lure of gold, of course. Just like most everyone here, I'm on my way to the Yukon.
Yukon. Do I sense an accent there?
I have stumbled upon a few tough corners of the globe during my wanderings beyond the outpost of civilization. But the most outrageously lawless place I have ever seen is Skagway.
What's so bad about Skagway?
It seems as if the scum of the earth has come here to rob and murder. There's no law whatsoever. Might is right. Only the most well-armed and cautious are immune to danger.
I see. Do you have any advice for me?
Leave Skagway as soon as you can, before Soapy Smith and his gang relieve you of everything you own, including your life.
Oh. Dear me.
Hello, neighbor. My name's One-Eyed Jack. How about a friendly game of cards? I'm dealing a game called Yukon.
How do you play?
I'll deal 5 cards to us both. Then I'll play a card. Then you play a card with the same suit. High card wins. After each trick, we both draw another card from the deck.
Okay. See the rules. 5 cards dealt to you, dealer plays a card. Other player plays, you must follow suit if possible. If you can't follow suit and you have a Yukon Jack, you must play it. High card wins a trick. After each trick, both players draw another card. Winner of previous trick goes first. Okay. Play continues until all cards are gone. Points. If 2 Yukons are played, the first player wins, except Grand Yukon always wins. If you quit before the game is over, you lose $10. At the end of the game, points are rounded off to the nearest dollar. Okay.
It's a card game, isn't it? We can play for 10 cents a point or 50 cents a point.
So how much might I win or lose?
There's a total of 125 points in the deck. In a typical game, you might win or lose by 10 or 20 points.
Okay. Sure.
Good. How much would you like to play for?
10 cents a point.
I go first.
Okay. Yeah, I distinctly remember that. Ooh. Okay. The Grand Yukon. Oh, he's not matching my suit. That's why I keep getting it. So he doesn't have diamonds? Okay. Does he have spades? Yes, he does. Oh, that's okay. It was going well for me, and then it just went downhill. Frick. I lose $1.
I came out ahead that time. By the rules, I'm obligated to relieve you of a small amount of cash, but I would be happy to give you a chance to recoup your losses.
Yeah.
Hello again. Remember, if there's anything you need, you just come to me. I would recommend resting here in Skagway for a few days before you head for Dawson. While you're here, you might want to pass the time with a friendly game of Find the Nugget. What? This is an...
Told you that a while ago. I wonder what happens if I just sit here for a bit. Oh, no. Nah.
This is Dai.
Yes. Oh, hey, it's the prospector guy at the beginning.
Klondike news, hot off the presses. Read all about it.
Like in a newspaper, please.
Sure thing. Say, you wouldn't be keeping a journal, would you? I'm looking for Klondike stories to sell to newspapers on the outside.
As a matter of fact, I do have a journal. Are you interested in buying it?
I am indeed. I'll pay you $20 in gold. The only thing is, I would need to copy down everything you've written, and that takes time. Is it okay if I return your journal tomorrow? Great! Here's the gold, and I'll give you a newspaper too.
Trail is blocked for miles on the Chilkoot Trail. So basically, we're kind of stuck with the... We're,
Harry! You look like you're headed for the Klondike. I just came from there.
Who are you?
I'm Gold Dust Charlie. I've got $20,000 in gold and I'm headed to the outside to celebrate in style.
Where'd you find all that gold?
Well, since I've already staked my claim, I don't mind telling you. It was on Bonanza Creek at 11 above.
What's 11 above?
That's a mining term. That means 11 sites above the original claim on a particular creek.
Of the original claim. Here from Dawson to Dai.
I came over the Chilkoot Trail. I'm not carrying much more than my gold, so it was pretty easy.
Do you have any advice?
Well, I'm afraid it might be slim pickings. The gold was discovered last summer, you know. Sourdoughs like me who were already on the Klondike stake most of the good claims right away.
So you're saying I might as well go home right now?
And no, I wouldn't say that. Your odds of striking the rich are pretty low. But there's always a chance you'll get lucky. Get to Dawson as fast as you can and try to stake a claim near where other miners have had success.
Okay, goodbye. Howdy, neighbor.
Sorry, I've already been hired out.
Who are you?
I am of the Chilkoot division of the Tlingit people. We are native to this area. I am hiring myself out as a packer. I carry people's supplies over the Chilkoot Trail. In some places, the trail is too steep, even for a sled. Many stampeders are not strong enough to carry a heavy load on their backs. We Chilkoot have been doing it all our lives.
How are we going to be to carry 2 supplies over the mountain?
The weather is bad, bitter cold, howling winds, never-ending snowstorms. Also, the Canadian Mounties demand that you have a year's worth of food and supplies. You must make at least 20 trips from here to the summit and back. That's just as well. All of the packers have been hired by people who arrived before you.
Hello, stranger. Is there something I can do for you? Of course. What would you like? Certainly. I sell food in 400-pound packages for $40 apiece. Each person needs about 100 pounds of food per month. The Canadian government will require 1,000 pounds per person when you pass Canadian customs.
Okay.
Certainly. That will be $160.
There you are.
Thank you. Can I do anything else for you?
That's all I know. Okay.
Hello, friend. Would you like to play again?
No, it's you again. No. I'm good. I'm good. On the...
Should we
Go on.
start on the White Pass Trail now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Yeah, remember like the
Well, if that don't take the cake. Somebody's run off with a pile of our food. We'd better check our supplies to see how much we got left.
frick. Can you imagine trying to get a horse with a full load over this jumble of boulders and fallen trees? Can you imagine trying to do it with a full load on your own back? Jeez.
A mule train up ahead is blocking the trail. We'll be backed up for at least a day.
Alright.
Well, if that don't take the cake. Somebody's run off with a pile
Again?
of our food. We'd better check our supplies to see how much we got left.
I wonder how much of this is scripted and how much of this is like, you know...
Ouch. Looks like you twisted your ankle pretty good. You want to stop and rest it a day or two?
Stop and rest, yeah. You know, if I recall correctly, the weightier gentleman tends to get hurt more often.
What bum luck. There's a rock slide blocking the trail. We'll be delayed at least a day.
Yeesh. Again. Alright.
We've arrived in White Pass.
Okay. What's our food at? That's still well over twice the amount we need. What's good, boy?
Howdy. You look like you're heading to the Klondike. I just came from there.
Who are you?
Folks call me Flapjack. I struck it rich in the Klondike.
Where'd you find your gold?
Actually, I didn't find any gold. I made a fortune off of other people who found gold.
How'd you do that?
Well, I was in the Klondike when the big strike was made, but I was laid up with a bum leg.
Tough luck, so what'd you do?
Well, I couldn't go out prospecting, so I stayed in Dawson and opened a little restaurant. I made a fortune selling home-cooked meals to hungry miners.
Well, there you go. How'd you get here from Dawson?
I came over the White Pass Trail. There sure were a lot of people going up as I was coming down.
What was it like in the Klondike?
Things are quite a bit different now from what they used to be.
How do you mean?
Before the strike, there was only a few of us miners in the Klondike. We all looked out for each other. Now the whole area's crawling with greenhorns, and they all just seem to be looking out for themselves.
Bye.
I hope you have better luck than I did.
Who are you?
After what I've been through, I hardly remember my own name anymore.
Oh dear.
It's been one disaster after another. I set off from sheep camp a couple of weeks ago with 3 months' worth of food and supplies, which I figured would be more than enough to get me to Dawson.
So what went wrong?
Everything. First off, I didn't realize how hard it is to carry supplies over the mountains. I never worked so hard in my life. Then when I was about halfway to the summit, I got caught in a blizzard.
What did you do?
The only thing I could do, wait. It didn't stop snowing for 10 days. When I finally got to the summit, the Mounties wouldn't let me pass. They require everyone to have a full year's worth of food and supplies.
So what are you going to do now?
I really don't know. I'm broke. I can't afford to buy more supplies, and I can't afford a ticket home either.
Any advice for me?
Yeah. Turn yourself around and go home.
Indeed. Let's see.
Are you headed up the White Pass? Be prepared for the worst.
What are you doing here?
My husband and I are trying to find a way back home. All but one of our horses are dead. We have no money.
What happened?
I thought it would be so easy. When we got to Skagway, we bought 4 horses for $800 apiece. We figured they would make it easy for us to pack our supplies over the mountains.
So what went wrong?
Normally, the trail would be good for pack animals, but with so many thousands of people and animals tramping over the trail, it became a sea of mud and rocks. Then, to make things worse, it snowed for 6 straight days.
Did we normally go over the Kilcoot Trail growing up? Or did we just not really talk to a lot of people? Normally the trail... Oh, jeez.
Unfortunately, we did what everyone else was doing. We pushed our horses past the breaking point. We literally worked them to death. We couldn't carry our supplies without horses, so we had to abandon everything.
So what are you going to do now?
We're going to have to try to find some odd jobs in Skagway or Dai to earn our passage home.
Any advice for me?
It's lucky you're on foot. The trail is impassable for animals.
Interesting. Well, we've still got a goodly amount of food, so...
Should we start on the trail now?
Yeah, let's go.
Ouch! I bunged up my leg. Let me rest it a spell.
That was fast. Well, I wanted to say earlier at some point, just kind of like, I wonder how much of this is actually scripted and how much of it is actually rolling the dice based on, you know, your choices and such. Grand Yukon always wins. If you quit before the game is over, you lose $10. At the end of the game, points are rounded off to the nearest dollar. Well, I wanted to say earlier at some point, just kinda like, I wonder how much of this is actually scripted. The White Pass Trail has come to be called the Dead Horse Trail. Jack London passed through here. He wrote, "The horses died like mosquitoes in the first frost, and from Skagway to Bennett they rotted in heaps. They died at the rocks, they were poisoned at the summit, and they starved at the lakes. For many stampeders, the gruesome treatment of horses will become the most enduring memory of the gold rush." The White Pass Trail has come to be called the Dead Horse Trail. Jack London passed through here. He wrote, "The horses died like mosquitoes in the first frost, and from Skagway to Bennett they rotted in heaps. Am I right? They died at the rocks, they were poisoned at the summit, and they starved at the lakes. For many stampeders, the gruesome treatment of horses will become the most enduring memory of the gold rush." Okay. Wow.
Okay, you're next.
Who are you?
The Northwest Mounted Police.
Greed. Am I right?
You have arrived at the border between the United States District of Alaska and the Northwest Territories of Canada.
My audio or the game's audio?
There's a shortage of food in Dawson. We're here to make sure that you and your partner
Okay.
are bringing enough for yourselves. We're also collecting an import tax. You must pay a tax to
Who are
bring
you?
American goods into Canada.
Can I pass?
My men have taken inventory
Okay.
of your food and supplies. You have enough. Now all you need to do is pay the import tax. That will be $100, please.
Okay. Nice. Aha, first try.
The trail ahead is jammed with people.
Can I
and
pass?
nobody's moving. It looks like we'll be
Okay.
stuck here for at least a day.
Alright. Oh, okay.
I fell down and hurt my leg.
Nice.
I need to stop and take care of it.
Haha, first try. Let's take care of it. Alright. Oh.
I'm not usually scared off by a little weather, but this blizzard
Okay,
is
let's
too
take
much.
care of it.
We'll have to stop and wait for it to blow over.
Okay. Like, is it still happening? The meadow served as a good place to camp and rest on the way from the summit down to Lake Bennett.
The trail ahead is jammed
Okay.
with people, and nobody's moving. It looks like we'll be stuck here for at least a day.
Jeez. Like, is it still happening?
I'm not usually
The
scared
meadow
off by
served
little
as a good
weather,
place
but
to
this
camp
blizzard
and
is
rest
too
on the way
much.
from the summit
We'll
down
have
to
stop
Lake
and wait
Bennett.
for it to blow over. A mule train up ahead is blocking the trail.
Jeez.
We'll be backed up for
Okay.
at least a day.
I don't remember getting bombarded with this much going on. I guess we normally took the Kilka Trail.
The trail ahead is jammed with people, and nobody's moving. It looks like we'll be stuck here for at least a day.
Okay. Well, by the time we get there, all the
I
gold
don't
will be
remember
gone,
getting
right?
bombarded with this much going on.
Twisted my ankle.
I guess we normally took the Kilka Trail. It's going to be Christmas. Well, by the time we get there, all the
Well,
gold
if
will be
that
gone,
don't
right?
take the cake. Somebody's run off with a pile of our food. We'd better check our supplies to see how much we got left.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be Christmas.
The trail ahead is jammed with people, and nobody's moving. It looks like we'll be stuck here for at least a day.
Log cabin. Northwest Mounted Police built a log cabin to keep tabs on the stampeders on their way from the summit to Lake Bennett. Oh, that's what the little signs are for. Yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, I think once we get to Lake Bennett, that's when we need to build a
Log
boat.
cabin. Northwest
and,
Mounted Police built a log cabin to
Then the
keep
boat
tabs
part.
on the stampeders on their way
Okay.
from the summit to Lake
I fell down and
Bennett.
hurt my leg. I need to stop and take care of it.
Oh, that's what the little signs are for. Yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, I think once we
Christmas
get
Day.
to Lake Bennett, that's when we
That's
need to
past.
build a boat. And
Mom's, my parents' anniversary.
then the boat part. Which I...
The trail ahead is jammed with people, and nobody's moving. It looks
Yeah.
like we'll be stuck here for at least a day.
It's the new year.
And Christmas Day. And that's past. My mom's...
I'm not usually
My
scared
parents'
off by a little weather,
anniversaries.
but this blizzard is too much. We'll have to stop and wait for it to blow over.
Maybe it's just been a long time since I've done this, but yeah, I guess I'm thinking. I guess we just normally took the Kilcut trail.
The trail ahead is jammed with people, and nobody's moving. It looks like we'll be stuck here for at least a day.
Maybe it's just been a long time since I've done this, but
Ouch.
yeah, I guess I'm thinking. I guess we just normally took the Kilcut trail.
No, we're very close.
Welcome to Lake Bennett. You will be here until spring. While you are waiting, you will need to build a boat. I am Sam Steele of the Northwest Mounted Police. I'm here to make sure that all persons
we're
remain
very
here safely
close.
until spring. In Canada, you will find none of the lawlessness that exists in the Alaskan towns.
What are you doing to protect people's safety?
My men and I resolve disputes among Klondikers. We are also recording the name and home address of every single person. More than 7,000 so far. In case of an accident, we want to be able to inform the next of kin.
Why do we have to wait until spring?
From here to Dawson City,
What are you doing to
it is
protect
lakes
people's
and rivers
safety?
all the way. You must wait for the ice to melt. You should be aware that there are some dangerous rapids, especially at Miles Canyon.
Tell me more about this Miles Canyon.
It is a deep and dangerous gorge. It has sheer cliffs of granite.
Why do we have to
no
wait
one
until
can
spring?
climb, and a very strong current. In Miles Canyon, you must be sure to stay in the middle of the river.
What should we do to pass the time until spring?
Most of the time you will stay
Tell me
in
more
water to
about
keep
this
warm.
Miles Canyon.
You will also need to build a sturdy boat. Then, when the lakes and rivers are clear of ice, you can sail to Dawson.
When will that be?
I do not expect the spring thaw until mid to late
Hmm.
May. This far north,
What should
winter
we
lasts a
do to
very
pass the time
long
until spring?
Some information.
Hello,
Who are you?
I am Dr.
When will that
Ray.
be?
Before I set out for the Klondike, I was practicing medicine in Chicago.
Why did you decide to come here?
I had been working in a hospital for 3 years. I
Hmm.
needed a rest. One
Just
day,
some
my secretary
information.
suggested that I go to the Klondike. Immediately, I said yes, I will go to the Klondike.
Who are you?
I will attend the sick and I will make a fortune.
How did you get here?
From Chicago,
Why did you decide
I
to
went
come
to
here?
San Francisco. There, I met up with 4 gentlemen. They agreed to help me get to the Klondike if I would provide medical services to them.
So then what happened?
We took a steamship to Victoria, British Columbia. From there, we were scheduled to take the steamer Clara, Nevada, which is returning from Alaska
how did you get
with a
here?
cargo of gold and lucky miners.
How did things work out on the Clara, Nevada?
We never saw her. She was lost at sea with all on board and with her load of treasure.
So then
We
what
finally
happened?
took another ship. We encountered terrible weather. We ran out of food and water. We were lucky to survive.
That's a nice dog. Where did you get him? How did things work out on the Clara,
Prince
Nevada?
Napoleon. I bought him a few weeks ago from a stand
Whoa,
who was
jeez.
down on his luck. Then I bought a willow basket sled and a harness. Napoleon delights in pulling me around.
That's a nice dog. Where did you audio in the game's a bit off. Let's see. Jeez. Do you have any advice for me?
Getting here to Lake Bennett has been very strenuous. I would recommend that you rest and relax now to restore your health. When the ice goes out of the lake,
The
you can
audio in
sail
the
down
game's
Yukon
a
River
bit
to Dawson
off.
City.
Let's see. Is there anything about the river?
There are some wide spots,
Do you have any advice for me?
swilly, and some dangerous rapids. I talked to an old sourdough who told me about the Five Finger Rapids. He said the safest route through there is along the right bank.
The right bank. Do you hear anything about the river? I'm just curious what it sounds like on my end. The right bank.
I'm just curious what it sounds like on my end.
I didn't hear anything. Just curious what it sounds like on my end. Okay. I didn't hear anything.
Hello, neighbor.
Who are you?
I am from New Zealand. I have traveled many thousands of miles in hopes of striking it rich.
Wow. How'd you decide to come here?
Word of the Klondike Gold Strike has spread around the world, even to my home in the South Pacific.
Who are you?
Just like everyone else who is here, I want to find gold.
Wow. How'd you decide to come here? How'd you get here?
By ship, of course.
You have any advice for me?
I have been talking to people about how to navigate the river. From what I hear, the White Horse Rapids are very dangerous. To be
How'd you
safe,
get here?
you need to stay in the channel on the right.
Do you have any advice for me?
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me see if I can hear what you're talking about. Hold on. Let me see if I can
Hear what
testing.
you're talking about.
Which picture are you talking about?
Testing. Which picture are you talking about?
Oh, I hear it too. Hang on. Oh, I did see it, yeah.
Oh, I hear it too. Hang on.
I'm sorry. Let's see. Has that been going on this entire time? Ah, great. Okay, I think I fixed it. Yeah. There we go. Well, that's upsetting. Okay, so what was happening was for like audio mixer and stuff, there were two different microphones going on at the same time apparently, and I didn't realize that. So that's what was going on. Anyway, well, that's just upsetting because that's been going on for like most of the game at this point. Because there's really not that much left. That's true, yeah. I forgot if there's somebody I can talk to that gives me like a good good indicator like which type is the best.
Hello. I have been talking to people about how to...
Hello again. The Northwest Mounted Police at your service.
There I go about
You
building a
will
boat.
need some logs and a whipsaw. When you have those, you will need to look at the boat plans on the sign by the lake.
Where do I get the logs?
You're in luck. A couple of stampeders ended their partnership over an argument about who had to be at the bottom end of the whipsaw. You can use the logs that they left by the lake.
Oh yeah. I played... Yeah, I grew up with the old school, Oregon Trail. Yeah. How could a whipsaw cause such a big argument? Whoa. Whoa. What just happened? Ah, frick. That's not good. Oh no. Shoot. I think I just lost everything. Because, like, the Oregon Trail, or the Yukon Trail, was the sequel to the Oregon Trail.
1897. The United
Oh my gosh, it started me over completely. Oh well. That's okay. I can speedrun this now. Okay. Journal 1. Okay. I don't have to talk to everybody.
Hello there.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I can speedrun this, so...
How do? Glad to hear it.
Step right up. Which ship would you like? The Alliance?
Yosemite.
Certainly. Have a...
Okay.
Hello again. Of course.
Outfit.
Yes.
Yes.
You have
Stick with, the lowest amount. Buy sled.
Certainly. It's up.
Which item would you like to talk about? I don't know why we'd need a whipsaw, but if it turns out we do need one, I'll sure know how to use it. I don't know why we'd...
Have you two made a decision?
Are you checking my... Okay.
Certainly. Anything else?
Okay, pretty long. That makes a whole lot more sense. Alright. Okay.
Good day to you. I'm sorry. Folks are... Excellent. Thank you. These are specially trained...
Well, since I'm not taking the full... Like, I'm taking a smaller load of supplies with me.
Good.
This time I'll go ahead.
I see you have tickets to Dai. 2 on the Yosemite, I see. Your ship is due back from Alaska any day now.
Okay. Well, hey, you know, I can go through this, you know, without the echo or whatever.
Our ship hit that iceberg. It sounds like we're...
Yep.
This is Dai.
Okay.
Hello, stranger. Of course. Certainly. I sell food in 400-pound packages for $40 apiece. Each person needs about 100 pounds of food per month. The Canadian government will require 1,000 pounds per person when you pass Canadian customs.
Kill while talking to a mouth, he just try.
Certainly. That will be... Thank you. Certainly. Certain. Thank you.
Alright.
Klondike News! You need to talk to the people you meet.
And considering how things were going on the other trail, it couldn't possibly be worse. He said Bonanza Creek. Yeah, it's good.
Should we start on the chill...
Yeah, let's start out the trail. Just make things different, you know? Go on the... It is shorter.
Well, if that don't take the cake. Somebody's
Yes.
run off.
Something's already happened. Gosh darn it.
What bum luck. There's a rock slide blocking the trail. We'll be delayed at least a day.
Okay. Oh, we're a third way there. This section of the Chilkoot Trail travels over a marsh. It would have become a sea of mud if not for the logs laid across the trail. A man and his 2 sons tried to charge $2 to everyone using the corduroy road, but the horde of stampeders brushed them aside.
The trail ahead is jammed with people, and nobody's moving. It looks like we'll be stuck here for at least a day.
Well, hey, halfway there.
I fell down and hurt my leg. I need to stop and take care of it.
It's the first option is no each time. October 3rd, 4th. Sister Laura's birthday, October 6th.
A mule train up ahead is blocking the trail. We'll be backed up for at least a day.
Mm-hmm. The Chilka Trail passes through a 50-foot wide canyon carved by the Dyea River, known simply as the Canyon. This 2-mile stretch of trail is littered with boulders and driftwood. Travels through the canyon can only be described as excruciating. The early stampeders were so happy to make it through the canyon that they named it the next resting point, Pleasant Camp. Indeed.
I'm not usually scared off by a little weather, but this blizzard is
It's too much. Any second now. Glad to hear it. Your speed on the trail is affected by many factors, including the weather, the amount of food you are carrying, your health, the number of sleds you have, 1 or 2, and the partner you selected. One other factor is the steepness of the trail. In some places, the trail is too steep for sleds, and you must carry everything on your back. You cannot carry all of your supplies in one load. You need to carry a load a short distance and set it down. Go back in for another load. I think the game is bugged. Or I think the game just glitched. Frick. You gotta be kidding me. Hmm. A thousand curses.
Hello there.
How? Glad to.
Step. Which ship? Certainly. Have a.
Hello again. Of course. Yes. You have to. Certainly. It's for. Certainly. Certainly.
Good day. How nice. I'm so.
Wait, he said kittens. That's different. I just realized. He can be pretty lonely up in the Klondike from what I've heard. Some of those miners are just dying for a little companionship. I'll sell you these skins for only $10. I'm sure you can resell them for at least 5 times that amount. That is different.
That would be a waste of money.
Yeah, it would.
Like to get
What's he getting?
very well.
Canvas boat.
Don't you know how much water there is up there? A boat is an absolute necessity. Leaky wooden boats are
No, that idea just doesn't hold water.
very well.
Does he say something different again?
How nice to see you. I'm so
No.
I see you have tickets to Dai. Excellent choice.
Okay.
This is one nasty storm. I hope the ship holds up.
Oh, it will. There's no death in this game. I don't think.
Our ship hit that outcropping of rocks. It sounds like we're taking on a little water in the cargo area.
That's a little different from last time. So it's not scripted, yeah. This happened. Oh.
Our ship hit that iceberg.
Wait, what?
It
I thought
sounds
we
like
were...
taking on water in the cargo area. Some of the stuff down there is bound to get soaked.
I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. I've heard it before.
This is Dai.
Okay. It is indeed.
Klondike! Sure thing. It doesn't... You need to...
Hello, stranger. Of course. Certainly. Certainly. Thank you. Certainly. Certain. Thank you.
Alright, save game is... Die. Load game. Okay. There it is. Alright.
Should we start on the...
Yeah.
What bum luck? There's a rock slide blocking the trail. We'll be delayed at least a day.
Ah.
Ouch. Looks like you twisted your ankle pretty good. You want to stop and rest it a day or two?
Yeah. again. Pitiable indeed.
Ouch! That sharp rock put a nasty gash in your leg. We better stop and bandage it up.
Alright, alright. Just passed my younger brother Jack's birthday. Past Reformation Day, aka
There's a
Halloween.
rock slide blocking the trail. We'll be delayed at least a day.
Alright.
What bum luck? There's a rock slide blocking the trail.
Another one?
We'll be delayed at least a day. We made it to sheep camp.
We did.
Looking for an easy way to get your supplies to the summit? You'll save yourself a lot of trouble by using my tramway.
Who are you?
Archie Burns is my name and transportation is my game. For a modest fee, I'll get your supplies to the summit with my tramway. Your supplies will be waiting for you when you get to the top.
The tramway.
It's a long rope wrapped around a big wheel with a horse tied to the wheel. I hitch your supplies to the rope, the horse walks around the wheel, and presto! Your supplies go to the top of the mountain, and it's only $100.
I'd rather save our money for when we get to Dawson. I don't think it will be very hard to carry our supplies ourselves.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
There's still
Sorta.
time to place a bet on the race.
Oh yeah, there was a race. I guess we did go on the other trail, huh? The Kilcut Trail. What kind of a race? Dog sledding?
I say I've got the fastest dog sled team in the north. That feller over there thinks his team is faster. We're having a race to settle the matter. That's fine with me. Stand back. We're fixing to get underway.
All right.
Well, that's the race. Hope you enjoyed it.
Okay.
Hello, stranger. Is there something I can...
Yeah, we did go on
What
this.
would you like? Certainly.
We did go this way, this route typically.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 160. 62. All right. Let's take the trail.
We starting the trail now?
Yes, let's go. On the plus side of it, malfunctioning on me and stuff.
It's jammed with people, and nobody's moving. It looks like we'll be stuck here for at least a day.
The nice thing is I was forced to basically do this over again so I could show the other
That
stuff.
don't take the cake. Somebody's run off with a pile of our food. We'd better check our supplies to see how much we got left.
Okay. The Scales is a flat spot just before the final, incredibly steep climb to the summit. The Scales gets its name from the fact that the hired packers reweigh their loads here and increase their fees.
Ouch! That sharp rock put a nasty gash in your leg. We better stop and bandage it up.
No, let's move on. This is the last stretch of the Chilcut. Have I been pronouncing it wrong this whole time? What, the gash in the leg? The last stretch of the Chilcut Trail before the summit is so steep that it's almost like climbing up the side of a house. It's too steep even for sleds. The only way to carry your supplies is on your back. Unfortunately, some early stampeders carved a set of stairs out of the snow. It takes a full day to carry one load up the stairs to the summit, and it seems there's almost always a blizzard. But going back down to the Scales to get your next load is a breeze. All you do is sit down on the snow, give yourself a little push, and down you go. I'll always remember this tune.
Welcome to Canada.
Welcome to Canada. Welcome to Canada.
Okay, you're next. My men have taken inventory.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing I didn't buy anything else. Ah.
Ouch. Looks like you twisted your ankle pretty good. You want to stop and rest it a day or two?
Alright. This time we'll stop and rest.
I'm not usually scared off by a little weather, but this blizzard is too much. We'll have to stop and wait for it to blow over.
Alright.
Well, if that don't take the cake. Somebody's run off with a pile of our food.
Well, doggone it. I was waiting for some kind of Undertale reference. I probably could be playing the Oregon Trail on this side as well. I mean, after all, the site is called the Oregon Trail, so...
Well, if that don't take the cake. Somebody's run off with a pile of our food.
Lake Lindeman. Some stampeders have made camp at Lake Lindeman and are building boats for the spring trip to Dawson City. Most folks, though, have heard the tragic story of John A. Matthews. Twice, Matthews tried to navigate the dangerous rapids at the outlet of the lake. Twice, he crashed his boat and lost all his supplies. In despair, he killed himself. Oh, wow. Sad story. Christmas Day. My parents' anniversary.
Bum luck. There's a rock slide blocking the trail. We'll be delayed at least a day. I fell down and hurt my leg. I need to stop and take care of it.
We're so close. Let's go.
Welcome to Lake Bennett. You will be here until spring. While you are waiting, you will need to build a boat.
Okay. I'm gonna about building a boat.
You will need some logs and a whipsaw. When you have those, you will need to look at the boat plans on the sign by the lake.
Alright, I get the logs.
You're in luck. A couple of stampeders ended their partnership over an argument about who had to be at the bottom end of the whipsaw. You can use the logs that they left by the lake.
This is where it broke. One of those times.
Two angels could not use a whipsaw without getting into a fight. It takes two people to work it. The one on top pulls up, the one on the bottom pulls down, and does the cutting.
I see. What's so hard about that?
You have to put a chalk line on the top and bottom of the log, and both people must cut exactly along their line. But you can't see what your partner is doing, so something is sure to go wrong. Both partners will swear it was the other one's fault. You're in.
Well, surely there's a better way of doing it? Alright, now. Also, that is a magnificent dog. Is that a Saint Bernard? Let's see. I feel like there was somebody I could talk to that was basically hinting at which boat plan I should pick. But, rapids. I don't think I ever picked the... I've never picked the raft before, so... Let's go ahead and do that.
We'd be better off with a boat that's pointed
Ah, okay, here we go.
It would take a little longer to build, but it would be faster and easier to steer in the rapids.
No, I like this type of... You may be right. Let me check those boat plans again. Okay, so it's Jake who mentions that. And this is where his carpenting comes in. Now remember, yeah, Bob and I, we did actually win the Oregon Trail at one point.
The ice has broken up. My men have examined your boat and pronounced it fit. You are among the last to arrive at Lake Bennett. Therefore, you must wait 4 days before you can depart.
Oh, okay. Upon crossing Lake Bennett, you come to a portage, a path between two bodies of water. You have to carry your boat and supplies about 75 feet from Lake Bennett to Tagish Lake. "50-Mile River. Many stampeders stop here to rest, repair their boats, and plan how to navigate Miles Canyon." Ah, this is one of those steering parts, isn't it? Stay by the right bank. Ah! Shoot. No, no. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, this part has no music at all. It's very quiet. Yikes. Well, hey, one
It
incident.
looks like our boat got damaged in those rapids. I think I can fix it in just a day or two. Then again, we might want to be safe and spend 4 days building a whole new boat. I guess we could even try to keep going if we went at a slower pace.
Hmm. Let's try to repair it. Let's build a new boat. Let's try to repair it. Oh, another boat mission. Yay! Frick. Okay. Okay. And whenever I think of the Yukon Trail, this is what I usually think of, like this boat part. I always remember the boat part. And perfect. Nice. It's the Five-Fingered Rapids. Or was it this one I was supposed to stick to the right bank? I don't remember now. Well, either way, I was doing just fine. I've only sunk once or flipped it once. I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. There you go. Mm-hmm.
We made it to Dawson.
All right. Now, hey, you again.
Klondike News, hot off the... Well, hello again. I'm glad to see you made it to Dawson.
Newspaper.
Sure thing. Say, have you been keeping up your journal? I'm still looking to buy stories to sell to newspapers on the outside. I am indeed. I'll pay you 20...
Yep.
Great! Here's the gold.
Mm-hmm. Gold found near home. Frustrated miners leave town. I'm kind of wondering is if you don't buy the newspapers.
Hello. Would you like to hear the story of the big strike?
Were you?
I'm Skookum Jim. Along with my friend George Carmack and my sister Kate, I made the gold discovery that started the stampede.
Hmm. How'd you find the gold?
We were at Rabbit Creek, fishing and cutting trees to sell for timber. A few days earlier, I had done some panning there and got some nice color.
What happened next?
I'd shot a moose. After dressing it out, I went to wash up some pans in the creek. Next thing I knew, one of the pans had $4 worth of gold in it.
What are you gonna do now?
I'm going to the outside. Seattle, maybe. and live like a king.
What does skookum mean?
It means strong. I got the nickname when I carried a load of 156 pounds over the Chilkoot Pass. No one had ever carried such a heavy load. I'm also known as the best hunter and trapper on the Yukon River.
Let's see. I'd like to find a good claim. Do you have any advice?
There were already a lot of sourdoughs in the Yukon when I made the big strike. They got the good claims long before you got here.
Do you think it's hopeless for me?
No. The Yukon is a big place. The more you explore, the better chance you'll have. Remember, all the good claims are right along the stream beds.
Right along the stream beds. Okay.
Hi, Chichaco. Welcome to Dawson City.
Chichaco? What do you mean, Chichaco?
Oh, that's just a friendly term that we sourdoughs use to describe stampeders like yourself. It's an Indian word that means newcomer.
What do you mean, sourdough?
Sourdough is a nickname for miners who have been here a long time. It refers to the way we make bread. We use fermented dough instead of yeast.
Who are you?
I'm George Carmack. I found the gold that started the gold rush. The date was August 16th, 1896. Now I'm one of the richest men in Dawson City.
How'd you come to the Yukon in the first place?
I came up here from California about 20 years ago. I wasn't looking for gold. I was just a fisherman who liked the wide open spaces. Before the gold rush, the Klondike River was known as the best salmon stream in the Yukon.
Tell me how you found the gold.
One day I had a dream that there was some really good fishing on a particular stretch of the Klondike. So I went there with my wife and some friends. We ran into a man named Henderson. He told me he had made a strike nearby.
What happened next?
Oh, Henderson said something that insulted me. He invited me to file a claim next to his, but he said that he didn't want to share the fine with any of my friends.
Why not?
My wife and friends are Indian, and I guess Henderson didn't like that. Anyway, we moved on a ways and did some prospecting on another stream. It was called Rabbit Creek at the time, but it came to be known as Bonanza.
And that's where you struck it rich?
Yes. As I was walking along the creek, I noticed a nugget the size of my thumb. I felt as if I had just dealt myself a royal flush in the game of life, and the whole world was the jackpot.
What happened to Henderson?
Well, I told a lot of other folks that they should stake a claim near mine, but somehow I forgot to tell Henderson. His own claim was very good, but it was nothing like mine.
What are you gonna do now?
I think my wife Kate and I might go outside to Seattle and celebrate a little. With all the folks who are here now, it's hard to find a good new claim. Your best bet is to get a claim that's as close as possible to where other folks have found gold.
What might that be?
Well, the claim I made is on Bonanza Creek. Be sure to stay as close as you can to the creek bed, and whatever you do, stay away from Chichaco Hill.
What's wrong with Chichaco Hill?
It's high above the creek bed. Any sourdough can tell you that gold sinks down into the creeks. It never rises up into the hills. Only an ignorant Chichaco would waste time digging up a hillside.
I don't remember this guy at all. Was Chichaco Hill the place that lady who has the arcade game? Is that the place that she tells you to dig? Chichaco Hill? Because I distinctly remember she'll be like, now true to my word, I'll tell you the best place to dig for gold. Everyone will say you're crazy for doing this, but it's right at the bottom of something hill, I remember, or whatever she said. Goodbye.
Hello.
You.
My name is Kate Carmack. I was with my husband George and my brother Skookum Jim when they made the gold discovery that started the stampede.
Did you come to the Yukon?
I am of the Tagish people. This is our homeland. We have been here forever.
To find the gold.
Well, the answer depends on who you talk to. Each man claims to have made the discovery himself, but who cares? We all have plenty of gold now.
Where'd they find
Well, the answer depends on...
What are you gonna do now?
I have heard much about the outside. I want to go see it for myself.
I see.
You'll probably need to travel several miles from Dawson to find a place to prospect. Make sure you take along plenty of food.
Okay.
Hello, friend.
Who are you?
My name is Jack London. I'm a miner, like most everyone else, and I'm also a writer.
Jack London. The Yukon.
I was drawn here by the prospect of striking it rich, of course.
Isn't Jack London?
I packed over the Chilkoot Trail and arrived here last October. Most of the land had been
Didn't
claimed
Jack
by the
London
time I
write
got
Call of the Wild? Isn't the author of Call of the Wild Jack London? You know, the story about sled dogs. That is Jack London. I'm pretty sure. Hang on, let me just look that up real quick. Call by Jack London. Yes, yes. Huh. Now I remember Jack London was mentioned earlier in this. So they actually put like an actual, like, real person in this game. Well, I mean, I would imagine a whole bunch of these people are at least based on real people. It's drawn here by the prospect of striking a ranch. Okay. So what did you do?
I was able to stake a claim on Henderson Creek, a few miles outside of Dawson. It was winter by then, so I couldn't do any mining. My partners and I hibernated in our cabin until spring.
Yeah, you're a man judged with sweat and blood for a year. Reporter. Yeah, really.
No, not
Wait
yet.
a sec.
As luck would have it, I came down with scurvy. That's a common illness for miners like me whose entire diet consists of the 3 B's: bread, bacon, and beans.
Ah. Scurvy, eh? Good old Oregon Trail. Okay.
I was drawn here by the prospect of striking it rich, of course. I packed over the Chilkoot Trail and arrived here last October. Most of the land had been claimed by the time I got here.
Yeah.
I was able to stake a claim
Okay, what are you gonna do now?
My scurvy is bad. I need to get treatment on the outside. Some friends and I are going to float down the Yukon to St. Michael and return to California.
The outside. That's an interesting term. Yeah. I just realized my game is all whack. Okay, there we go. My apologies. I see.
Well, my friend, there are riches all around you. Not all of them glitter like gold. Live life to the fullest, and you will die a millionaire. As for myself, I plan to write a book about all the marvelous experiences I've had here.
And you did write a book. Call of the Wild, and I've read it. Oh, it's hilarious. Something I was thinking, just it's like the protagonist who is a sled dog, Buck. He at some point he like he gets adopted by this other guy or whatever, and then which in the nick of time because there are like these 3 morons who were using the sled dogs, and they were completely just overpacking the sled. And to make matters worse, Mercedes, who is one of the people, she decided to sit on top of the load of all the sled and stuff while the other guys are on the ground and such, and just working the dogs to the bone and such, and and then not long after Buck got adopted, um, they that whole squad of the three morons with their sled dogs went over a thawing frozen lake, and everybody and everything drowned. It's just why? You absolute dolts. Yeah. It's what I think of every time when I think of the name Mercedes as a name, as a woman's name. Goodbye. One more person to talk to.
Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Dawson.
What are you?
My name's Nellie Cashman. I've been traveling from one mining camp to another most of my life.
Why'd you come to the Yukon?
I prefer life up north to the so-called civilized world. It takes the solitude of frozen nights with the howl of dogs for company and the glistening days when nature reaches out and loves you to bring out the soul of folks. I
you're
have
near.
a restaurant here in town. Folks call it the Prospector's Haven of Retreat. I've also bought a few claims, and I help raise money for the local hospital.
I see. Whoops.
Hello. I've had some trouble with that myself. I bought a claim for $1,500, then a surveyor came along and told me the land belonged to someone else. So my advice would be to make sure you get a rightful claim.
Okay.
Good day. Welcome to the Dawson Photograph Studio. We have pictures from all along the Yukon Trail. Feel free to look around.
Stampeder boat swamped in whitewater. Actresses bound for the Klondike. Indeed. Preparing for a trip into the mountains in search of gold. Stampeder on the boardwalk in Skagway. 3 miners have a meal in their cabin. A Stampeder's home. Miners working their claim with sluice box and shovels. Placer mining in Alaska, 1898. Seen from Lake Bennett during the rush of 1898. Sourdough mining, Yukon Territory. Claim number 2 on Bonanza Creek. I don't think I ever did choose Bonanza. I don't think we ever did choose Bonanza Creek, but at least 2 people are like, you should do Bonanza Creek. St. Peter's building a flat bottom boat at Lake Bennett. Panning gravel for gold indoors at 50 degrees below zero. Ugh. Boats under construction on the shores of Lake Bennett. Is there anything we could probably use? Oh, there's a wanted poster.
Hello, stranger. Is there something I can do for you?
Just food. What is our food supply anyway? Just $62 in cash as well. Alright.
This here's the claim map. If you point out where you'd like to go, we'll head there straight away.
Or was it Hunker Creek? Available claim. Probably the one that's like right dead set in the middle.
Well, partner, this is the moment we've been waiting for. If this claim has some gold, we can stake it. If we don't find much, we can go looking somewhere else. So pick a spot and start digging.
Okay.
Nuts. All we're hitting is dirt.
Oh, hey. It's almost my birthday in 1898. Oh, hey.
Yes, sir. There's a little gold dust.
Hey, there's more. Oh, it's my birthday. I was negative 99. Negative 99 years old.
Yippee! I see a couple of gold nuggets in that dirt.
Oh, that's nice.
Yippee! I see a couple of gold nuggets in that dirt. Nuts. All we're hitting is dirt.
Okay. So that's a tested one.
Nuts. All we're hitting is dirt. Yes, sir. There's a little gold dust. Yes, sir. There's a little gold dust.
I don't want dust, I want nuggets.
Nuts.
Let's try another claim.
Yes, sir. There's...
Is there anywhere else? Yeah.
Nuts. Oh.
Alright.
Do you think we ought to stake this claim?
Let's try another claim. For some reason, I don't remember us trying out other ones. I guess we just didn't think to do that?
Nuts. Oh, we're hitting his dirt. Yes, sir. There's... Nuts. Oh.
Got a little dust.
Nuts.
Okay, so far, the first one that we did is the most promising.
Nut. Do you think we ought to stake?
No. Let's try another claim. Alright. Number 6, below Bonanza Creek.
Nuts. Yes, sir. There's a little...
And just see, just a little more patience, you know.
Nuts. Oh.
Yeah, I don't recall ever seeing any nuggets.
Yes, sir. There's...
Whenever I think of somebody going, yes, sir, I think of Jake saying yes, sir. Partly because I think that was the first time I saw the word spelled out as the yes and sir just put straight together.
We're hitting his dirt.
Let's try another claim. Wait.
Yippee!
I already tested this one, didn't I?
Yes, sir. There's... Yes, sir. There's... Yes, sir. There's... Nuts. Nuts. Oh.
Chaco. Wait a minute.
Do you think we ought to...
Huh. Okay. Also, he said, whatever you do, stay away from Chichaco Hill. Hmm.
Do you think we ought to...
That was weird because,
Do you think we ought to...
like, because it was the most promising of French Gulch. Hmm.
Yes, sir. There's
a little bit of gold dust.
nuts. Oh.
Hmm.
Nuts. Oh. Nuts.
No, what? That's not what I meant to do.
This here's the claim map. Well, partner, this is... Yippee! Yes, sir. There's... Yes, sir. Nuts. Oh, we're hitting his dirt.
Oh, it's my birthday again. Alright, let's try another climb. It's rather interesting that he said to stay away from Chichaco Hill, when that is the biggest yield I've gotten so far. Seems a little sus.
Nuts. Oh, we're hitting his dirt.
Germain Creek, eh? No, some nuggets. Only some, though, so far.
Yippee!
Huh? Hmm. Okay, that one's not quite as good, but there were some nuggets. In fact, I don't think there was a single like just like one that was just dust. Chichaco Creek seems to be the way to go.
Nuts. Oh.
Which is funny because I was told whatever you do, don't go there or something. It's like, why not? Do you know something? Is it full of gold?
Yippee!
Some gold nuggets here, okay. Some nugs.
Nuts. Oh.
All right.
Do you think we ought to...
Yeah, that is a concern, I suppose.
Nuts.
Alright. If this one isn't promising at all,
Yes, sir.
or rather, if it's not nearly as promising as Chichaco, then I'm just gonna stick with that.
Nuts.
Alright.
Do you think we ought to...
Alright. Chichaco Hill, let's go.
Do you think we ought to stake this claim?
Yes. Oh. Wow. You know, I think I hit it. I think I hit the jackpot. 2 bags. Holy smokes. Gonna make it to 20K? Did I do it? 3! $30K. Heck yeah. Winter is coming. It's time to cash in your goal and head for home. When you're ready to go, click on the trail sign. Ah. So that'd be part of the time, I guess. Well, what if I just go in right now? Oh, frick. Uh-oh. No. Gosh darn it. I was trying to... Uh-oh. shoot. I think I just completely destroyed my riches and stuff. Alright.
Bum luck. There's a rock slide blocking the
You know what? That's okay. Once I get there, I'm immediately just gonna start digging.
We made it to sheep camp.
You did.
Should we
Da, da, da. Campdown races sing a song. Do da do da. Do da do da do 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 do. Da da da. Ah. Oh shoot, I have to go through the whole...
Welcome to Canada. My men.
Frick, I have to go through the whole boating part again. Dang it.
Ah, I tripped over that rock. I gotta watch where I'm going.
That's a new one. I haven't seen that one before.
Well, if that don't take the cake.
It does take the cake, actually. Now we have no cake. The cake is a lie.
I'm not usually scared off by a little weather, but this... Ouch. Looks like you twisted your ankle pretty good. You want to... What bum luck?
It's coming.
A mule train up ahead is blocked. Well, if that don't take the cake. The trail ahead is jammed with people. I'm not usually scared off by a little weather.
I'm not either, to be honest.
Welcome to Lake Bennett. You will be here until spring. While you are waiting, you will need some... You're an...
These are probably all like...
Spring is here. The ice has broken up. My men have examined your boat and pronounced it fit. Some other stampeders arrived at Lake Bennett before you did. Therefore, you must wait 2 days before you can depart.
I think the last time it was 4 days, wasn't it?
Gosh darn it. There we go. Yike. Whoa. Ha ha. What's
It looks like our boat got damaged in those rapids. I think I can.
let's try to repair it. White Horse Rapids. Yike! It's kind of a cheap start, but whatever. Yeah. Gets stuck in your head, don't it?
It looks like our boat got damaged in those.
It's the fun. Oh, okay, I was like, wait, did it change up on me? Okay. Stick to the right. Stick to the right. Stay on the right. On the right. They said, stay on the right. What am I doing? I'm staying on the right. And I don't know about you, but I'm staying on the right. Right. Yeah, staying on the right. But there, we can take that to the bank, 'cause I'm going on the right bank. I'm staying on the right bank. Yes, sir. I'm staying on the right bank. Yeah. Right. There we go. Wait, people here are different.
Klondike news, hot off the. Well,
Hey there, it's you again.
I am in. Great.
Wait, what? Aw, man, I could have talked to other people. Oh well. That's alright.
This here's the claim map. If you point out.
Let me just check if it's the same.
We made it. Now I suppose we can let loose those gophers we've been carrying all the way from Seattle.
Wait, what?
I'll be amazed if they really do sniff out gold.
Oh, I see. I still have.
Yep, just as I suspected. Those gophers didn't do us a bit of good.
Forget that others. I forgot. I forgot that earlier save was when I bought those gophers.
Well, partner, this is.
That's hilarious.
Yippee!
This is an older save.
Yes, sir. There's.
Okay.
Do you think we ought to stake this claim?
Yes. Alright. Yeah. I waited, I loaded up an older save so I could take more advantage of the time, like before winter and such. But what I didn't realize was that that older save was when I had bought the Gophers and such. That's pretty funny. Getting up to Warhammer. Warhammer 40k. Yeah, so this is where waiting too long becomes a problem. So will it keep going up, or do I have to leave?
Congratulations, friend. You're rich. Say, you wouldn't want to bankroll an old sourdough, would you? I heard rumor of a big strike over by Nome.
Hey, look at that. Is that what I look like? Oh, hey. Top Stampeder. Oh, there you go. So I guess what you could do is you could just speed run this game. Yeah, just speed run this game, get to this part, and then just go right in. Yeah, Chichaco Hill. Alright. Okay. Well, there you have it. It's the Yukon Trail. I think that way it was a lot more of a success. From what I remember, yeah, I think back in the day we always were following that one lady's advice, and I don't think we really made it that big, but hey, over $40,000 in gold, which how much is $40,000? $40,000 in 1890. Almost $1.5 million. That's a lot. Well, hey, thank you all so much for watching. I apologize earlier in the stream. I was having a technical issue and I had no idea what was going on, but figured it out eventually. But yeah, thanks everybody so much for watching. As always, God bless, and I hope to see y'all next time for, well, more crazy live streams and some cool games coming your way. But yeah. Ciao.